Hello again, fellow YouTubers, Solomon Pleasant here for Team O.M.G Vanguard with another clan analysis review thing. Today we have Angel Feather. I really like Angel Feather. They have really nice artwork, and their playstyle is really super unique. So let's get into that. Angel Feather's main concept is damage manipulation, and at first that sounds incredibly broke, because damage is the big thing in this game, except for Omega, because Omega don't care about no rules. But it's not as really broke as you think. As a matter of fact, it's incredibly underwhelming. What Angel Feathers like to do is manipulate their damage so that they can get cards in their hand that they like. Of course, this applies that the cards that they want are in the damage zone. They also focus on healing based on certain things, and they also focus on powering up when putting stuff in the damage zone. And then there's Celestials, which are the very powerful replacements of anything from Season 2. So, yeah, let's talk about that. Now, basically the girls that, crap, I'm trying to remember his name. Takuto basically kidnapped, which, yeah, he straight up kidnapped 3 women for, like, no reason other than his selfish desires, because he is a selfish person and needed ambassadors. Takuto's an awful person. Anyway, so in Season 2 they're all using Angel Feather, and pretty much the concept of Angel Feather in Season 2 was, hey, I have damage. If I keep putting stuff in the damage zone and keep taking stuff out of the damage zone, I'm going to power up by about 2 or 5 and stuff like that. It's really good. They keep powering up, and basically the 1000 Ray and Million Ray Pegasus plus Shamsiel and Metatron was a really good combo at the time, and they did pretty well. Then we got Celestials in Season 3, which they pretty much took that idea and didn't expand upon it. They're just like, alright, let us now do that, except limit ourselves a little bit. And when I say limit, it's because a lot of their skills require counterblast, and sometimes they get stuff out of the drop zone, out of the damage zone, but you can only choose face-up cards from the damage zone. The whole point of this clan is to manipulate your damage zone, which means I should basically be able to counterblast and then get that flipped over stuff for free. You can't just hinder me like that, because otherwise it's not going to be a very well competitive clan. And that's the real big sad part about Angel Feather. They aren't allowed to be as ridiculously good as they can be, because Bushiroad likes to be a jerk and make paladins the best thing. Stop it, Bushiroad. Stop. Make Angel Feather better. So, let's just get into the, oh, what am I king? There's really only one deck that's actually even deserving of talking about it. And again, in Season 2 we had Shamsiel and Metatron, and the whole concept of that deck was manipulate your damage so that you keep powering up. Celestials, what do? They actually focus a little bit more on having face-up copies of themselves in the damage zone in order to gain power. And then they could also gain additional skills by doing so. And basically the grade 1s and grade 2s are to help you do that. And that's not a bad concept, but again, be really nice if I could, take counterblasted cards out of my damage zone. That'd be really nice if I could do that, because Angel Feather kind of needs counterblast. So it'd be really, really nice if I could, do that instead of just limiting me to face-up cards. Thanks. Thanks for that. So this is definitely going to be a shorter review as opposed to the others, because Angel Feather don't have as much. Now, again, Celestials pretty much own Angel Feather at this point, because there really isn't much else to work with. Grade 0s. Obviously, the Celestials should be talked about. This one specifically is a very, very interesting one, because Angel Feather, despite having really good artwork, also has really interesting skills. They aren't really the best, but they're interesting. Here we have Puncture Celestial Grandriel. What she does is, before you even ride, counterblast 1, put her in the soul, put a card from the... and basically counterblast 1, put her in the soul, be a damage at her. Because you take a card from the damage zone, but you... oh wait. It puts you into the soul at the beginning of your main phase. If you have an Angel Feather Vanguard, you make a cost. If you do, top card of your deck into the damage zone, and become a damage adder. Alright. So, this is even done before you ride. Which is a very interesting concept, to say the least. It does pretty much just give you a free limit break for one turn, which is nice because a lot of Celestials are limit break, but it's just a very unique card, I guess you could say. It's basically a free damage add. So, you can pretty much just add the damage for one turn, as opposed to other damage adders, which Angel Feather started, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. They were the first clan to actually initiate damage adding and saying, hey, damage adding can be a good thing. Because you can put the stuff back later, which was their whole concept. Moving on to grade 1s. I was looking at this, wasn't sure which one to pick, and then I'm like, okay, this one. Battle Cupid No CL. Why is this good? Well, place her in the guard zone. I take a card from my damage zone. Let's see, place her in the guard zone. If you have Angel Feather Vanguard, you may pay the cost. Okay, choose an Angel Feather from your hand and put it into the damage zone. This was very Season 2 Angel Feather, but what this basically said is, oh hey, do you have a grade 3 that you can't use to guard? Replace it with something in your guard zone that you can use to guard. It basically helped you guard, which makes it a really nice card to add to a lot of decks. Does it work with Celestials? No, because Celestials work only with Celestials, which is kind of sad, but still a good unit nonetheless. And the thing with Season 2 Angel Feather that was really good was it wasn't biased towards being flipped over or not. The problem with Celestials is that I can't choose flipped over damage. If I could do that, that would be really awesome. And, you know, before I actually go to size grade 2, I probably should mention how Angel Feathers work. Angel Feather. You can't run more than 4 heals, so where do we go from there? Run whatever you want. Like, I guess you could run crit and just do that, but really, you can kind of do whatever, because Angel Feathers just focus on manipulating damage. It really doesn't matter if you have crit or not, because sooner or later, they're going to hurt you at some point. Ah, here we go. Here's the grade 2. And as for P-Guards, 2 to 4 would probably be the best for Angel Feather. Like, I would not recommend running less than 2 just because you will need some defense, but you can afford to run a little less. Hey! Good size 2. Dose of Celestial as Model. This is a very interesting card. What does this do? If I counterblast 1 at the end and put it into the damage zone, at the end of the battle that I hit a Vanguard, I can pay the cost. If I do, search something else out from my damage zone and choose a face-up card. Yeah, see, there's the problem. It has to be face-up. Can't be face-down. I can basically get another attack off, which it's very nice. It's a very nice addition to Angel Feather, and a very nice addition to Celestials at that. Again, face-up. Be real nice if I could just choose whatever, like in Season 2. And now as we get to grade 3s, there's only one real grade 3 I should mention that I've mentioned so many times and will continue to mention. Probably the second best Mega Blast ever. Mobile Hospital Feather Palace. I keep bringing this up because it's a really good Mega Blast. It's like the second best. The first obviously being Steel Vampire. What does it do? Mega Blast. And if I hit, guess what? I heal the damage for each Angel Feather Rearguard. So, Mega Blast, and if I have 5 rear guards, I just got my damage back down to 0. So, guess what? I pretty much win. The problem is it has to hit, but still. If I can heal up to 5 damage, like, I can understand having the cost of having to hit. I can completely understand that. And my Wicked decided to freeze again. That's fine. Because I'll just kind of backtrack anyway. But I'm going to keep playing this card because it's really good. Is it good with Celestials? No. No, it's not. Is it good with really any deck? No, it has to be its own deck. But, and okay, it froze again. Alright. But, still a ridiculous ability if it works. It's one of those, and with Angel Feather, it's one of those things where it's just like, well, I might as well just go for it, and hopefully if your opponent needs that limit break, or, you know, needs that extra damage in order to do something, they'll let it hit and be like, oh crap, he's about to heal 5 damage. It won't kill them, but the After Effect will, because you're back at 0 damage, whereas they might be at 4 or 5 at this point. So overall, Angel Feathers. I really like this clan. I really do. They're a very, very nice clan. They take a lot of effort to use, and whenever I see them, I'm like, yay, Angel Feathers! Somebody tried actually something. That's not meta. They're not meta. Like, T will say how, oh, they were in a tournament and actually placed in a tournament once. Yeah, well, somebody's gonna choose Liberators or Revengers over Celestials. I'm gonna say that right now, because they can just do better. But Celestials are still a good deck, and again, when it comes to Angel Feather, the one big obstacle they have is that nowadays they can't use face-down damage. The only stuff that can use face-down damage is Season 2 stuff, which is very outdated as opposed to what's currently being played. And even right now, they got a Stride unit. It's not that good. Because, again, they aren't allowed to use face-down damage, which really restricts them from doing anything. So they can counterblast, but it's going to cost them in the end anyway, and when you have stuff like Liberators that pretty much have free costs, I mean, come on, Bushiroad, just give Angel Feather a little bit of a break and just let them have good skills. Celestials overall, I still think they're a very valid deck. I consider Angel Feather mid to low tier though, because yeah, it's really hard for you to win against top tier decks like any of the Paladins. But they're still a pretty valid deck. Just check them out. I think they're a very, very good deck. Very, very fun deck, at least. At the very least, you're going to like the artwork, and you're going to have fun playing them. So, anyway, this has been Solemn Pleasant for Team O.M.G. Vanguard. This has been Angel Feather, and this is Solemn Pleasant signing off.